Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely delighted to be here. It's an institute that I knew very little about till I started reading about it. Obviously something that is growing in stature and size, so I'm very pleased to be here. A couple of things I've got to do first. That's all right. I thought my friends in United, American Airlines, and Delta would have sent out a robot to attack me as I was speaking. I'm pleased that's not the case. And the other thing I wanted to say was that, germane to Copenhagen, is that this morning I announced that we would be bringing our 380 aircraft to Copenhagen later on this year. It'll be the first 380 aircraft to come to Scandinavia. And this is no ordinary aircraft because it is, in fact, a new variation of what we have been doing. It's a two-class aircraft, and it actually seats 615 seats. So when I look at the blocks of people here today, that's one flight, and that's another one, just about, with the rest for Lufthansa. Anyway, but we like to think that we bring our value to the cities that we serve, despite the fact that we have clearly upset a few people on the way. One of the mantras, the ethos of our operation is the need to innovate constantly going after everything we do, because there's nothing worse than something that goes into a flat line in its product presentation and design. So we have pioneered so many things. We pioneered interior design in airplanes back in the 90s. We changed out the way telecommunications, the communications medium was used on airplanes. We were the first to put televisions in 3 classes, and so on and so forth. You see that curve of constant attention. A month ago, we decided to put free Wi-Fi on all our airplanes. Hugely difficult to do that, because bandwidth issues when you've got 615 people all connected up to a 380, very difficult to do. But hey-ho, that's what you need to do. This is what the consumers want. That's what we deliver. And it is absolutely, probably the most important thing we do is that we align ourselves with the changing nature of consumer demand. And we will continue to do that.
So a last piece of advice to the audience. If they have aspirations of making it big, what would be your last piece of advice to our audience?
You know, I fall back to the business model. If you've got an idea and you think it's going to work, remain focused on that, get the job done. This is what we did in Emirates. We never deviated. We didn't join alliances. We didn't go into major acquisition ventures at all. We stayed focused, allowed the scalability of a successful business model to take. The hair started to run, and we just ran with it. If you start deviating from what is a successful business model because you think you can, because you're successful in that, you can do other things at the same time, think again. Concentrate on what you're strong at, what you have a passion for, see it through, and stay with it. And do not deviate from that. The temptations, the bigger you get, the more prominent you become, the more people come at you for a piece of you or try and take you off course. The ship has to stay on course. You never see the barnacles below the waterline if you're not careful. And the ship starts to slow down or go off course until you get underneath and you see, I need to scrape those off and put the ship back on course. Don't deviate from that.